Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Monday pre-market webcast. All right, so your high of the moment, 42.38.25. We've talked about these tight Bollinger Bands on the daily chart. You can see prices come up to engage the upper band both Friday and again today. So we are in a Bollinger Band ride. What we'll have to see is, can the bulls continue to progress price up towards 4250, 4300. If you get a full-on band expansion, that's exactly where we're headed. You had a couple of looks at the daily mid-band back on Tuesday and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Held over the course of 3 days. They tried to take it down a couple of times here, but ultimately they held. And then they take it up to a higher high, new all-time highs. Bands start to expand, and you have the potential now for quite a little band ride. And those always tend to go further and longer and last longer than people expect. So hourly chart, we got a new weekly pivot, 41.93.17. So here on the weekly chart, here on the hourly chart, you got the new weekly pivot, 41.93.17. You can see, look, they had their chances last week. You had monthly pivot support on Tuesday. You had attempts to hold the 9-day, but then you had support at the green line, support at the 20, support at the 20, and then eventually they blasted off Thursday. They get into Friday. And, there's at that point, you get into Friday, you get into jobs, you get into a jobs report where basically they didn't find 700,000 jobs they thought they were going to find, and, up we go anyway. And that's why I tell you guys repeatedly, it doesn't matter what's going on with the economy. It doesn't matter what's going on in Washington. It doesn't matter what's going on with the guy down the street. It doesn't matter what's going on with any of it. Price doesn't care. Price doesn't care. Come up with all the stuff you read in Barron's this weekend or whatever, Market Watch or whatever other crap you fill your head with. Price doesn't read that stuff, and price doesn't care. Doesn't care. What price wants to do is bust up through weekly pivot like it's not even there, hold the hourly midband, make a new all-time high, follow through Sunday night, and then spend 6 hours or so going back and forth here against the hourly mid. So that's going to be important today. But if they don't hold it here, bears have got to hold the hourly mid. They really got to get back below this little spike low from Friday, down below 42.16, and try to get back into the roundy. If they can't, then they're toast. They're just going to bleed this to the upside. Bears have a big job. The Bears have no relevancy in the conversation anywhere above this weekly pivot in 9-day. All these dips are buys until they prove to people that they're not. You can still be short at times, but those are rentals. Those are just trades. Those are rentals. Those are rentals looking for dips that are going to head higher. That's just reality. It's just reality. So what do the bulls need to do? They need to keep the pressure up. You have consolidated Bollinger Bands on the daily. So you've got pent up expansion. You need to use that to your advantage, and you need to bust up through 4250 with authority. And if you do that, then it's onwards towards 4300. You could do a quick 30 to 50 handles out of what we're seeing on the daily. So what do I mean by that? So here we are. Your Bollinger Bandwidth is 2.82. You can see it's basically tight down here. It's flatlined. You get the expansion. This expands back up. This expands up. You're already doing an upper band ride and would take price with it. This is really the bull setup to blow. If they blow it, would be pretty significant. I don't know how long it would last or how much, really how much sustainable downside you would get out of it. But these are the types of moves that the bulls have been executing for a long time. So on the shorter term, you've got volume weighted average price, 29.75. We already talked about hourly mid. That's at 29 even. 5-minute mid is also at 29 even. And our proprietary moving average is at 28. So 28 to 31 is your battle zone. We were long that last night. We were actually long into the move into 38 quarter. grabbed a little bit of profit, got stopped out overnight. We're long right now, 28, 29, 30 area, trying to see if they want to convert all this stuff up and over the top at 33 to seek 40. We'll see if they can do it. But it's going to be a very interesting week. It's an opportunity for the bulls to really take control for the rest of the month. It's a situation where the bears really have to take 30 to 50 handles out of this thing and have that really only be the beginning of any downside. Otherwise, it's just another dip, it's another bounce, and we head higher. All right. Everybody have a fantastic day. Be safe, be healthy, take care. Trade and well. Come check out the room, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princetontrader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade and well.